Hi, this is Jimmy Brown from Guitar World. Today I'm going to teach you how to tune your guitar by ear using fourth intervals, or inverted power chords. So fourth intervals, it's like the fourth note of a scale. If I'm playing the low E and I'm walking up a major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth note of the major scale. And I'm going to pick the A string and E string together, low E first. That gives me a fourth interval. What that is, that's really an inverted A5 power chord. If I were to play an A5 power chord like this, that's a fifth interval, okay? So it's A and E above it. I'm going to play the E below it now. The good thing about fourths is that they're fairly easy to hear if they're in tune or not, and it enables you to use pretty much hands-free operations that you can tune. So my strings are in tune right now, E and A, but I'm going to throw the A, I'm going to make it flat. And you're going to hear how ugly it sounds when I pick them together, and I'm going to quickly correct it. You're listening for a fast pulsating sound called the beat frequency. And the closer in tune the two strings are, the slower it gets until it eventually flatlines is not noticeable. A5 power chord inverted with the fifth on the bottom. And now you can do the same thing. You can tune your D string off of your A string by just picking them together. And that has a very pure sound, right? You want to memorize that sound. And for this example, I'm going to make it go sharp. You know, your guitar got banged, right? Your machine heads got banged up in the case. And now you go to play it and you go, ooh, it sounds horrible. What if you're not sure whether it's sharp or flat? When in doubt, always go down below where you know it's obviously flat. And then come up, pick the two strings, preferably close to the bridge. It's easier to hear. And use your bridge pickup. So they sound like one, like an engine. Okay, same thing. You're going to tune your G string off your D string, hands-free with the left hand. Okay, that's in tune, but I'll throw it out of tune and come back in. You hear how it slowed down, and I'll go sharp, flat. Now they're in tune. Okay, now to tune the B string to the G, because the guitar is, the way it's set up, it's asymmetrically tuned. You have to go to the first fret to get a fourth interval, okay? That's like a C5 power chord, which is the notes C and G, but the G is in the bottom, so it's considered an inverted C5 power chord. It has a pure sound. Now, in this case, you need to pick the two notes, the open G and the C, reach over, out of tune, in tune. Say I overshot it. Okay, dump it down. Come up again. That's a nice, even sound, okay? Now back to tuning the high E string off the B, you can go back to the open strings again, okay? So that's gonna give you this sound. Should be like tight. If it's not, you're going to hear this. It's going to sound ugly. You're going to hear these like artifacts, these wobbling. So dump it down. In fact, you can go way down. You can go like this. If you overshoot it, same thing. Dump it down. There you go. You hear a flat line, and then you're perfectly in tune, or pretty darn close. And then all your chords sound tuned. You're ready to go. Here's an alternative way to tune using fourths. Instead of playing the open strings, these two, these two, and then that. That's kind of loud. You can use the 12th for harmonics. They're quieter, higher pitched, a little easier to hear. So you play the A and the E, the low E and A. That gives you a perfect fourth. Same thing, tune your D string off your A string. G string off the D string. Now when you get to this one, you have to actually play the fretted C note. switch over. Harmonic, fretted note, okay? Then finally, like beginning of Dazed and Confused. Sharp, you hear how it goes out? The pitch, the wavering starts. Same thing if I go low. Scoop up. Should be good to go.